They're good places to be when you see a team come in here knowing they're through to the preliminary final, and with Cam Mooney and Tom Hawkins here, they're just about to jump in the circle.
Well,
let's be honest, we started to carry on a little bit, didn't we?
Absolutely, and it kept us sane down there. But yeah, that was brilliant. I thought the leaders led beautifully tonight. They had winners all over the ground. It was an emphatic win for the Cats.
They are over the moon here. They're into a preliminary final. They're in great shape, Cam. I think that's the other thing is they've had a weekend off. They've come here. Defensively, it's as good a performance as I've seen from them for a long, long time. They tackled them into submission. They pressured them into submission. Now they get a weekend off. They come back here to the MCG. Whew, things are rosy.
Well, it's amazing, Gaz. There's a lot of talk about the easy run into the final. Was it a good thing or a bad thing? Well, it turned out to be a pretty good thing because, as you said, they looked fresh, they looked hungry, and they ran just completely all over Brisbane by the end of that game. And their tackling pressure was enormous, and here we are with the great man, the skipper.
Make room for the fountain of youth. The young man is the Benjamin Button of football. Patrick, well done to you and your boys. You're through to the prelim, and it was a special performance tonight.
Yeah, it was, Gaz. Yeah, really proud of our guys, the way that we executed. We set ourselves for the moment, and it was going to take a four-quarter effort, but I felt, you know, so much of what we're prepared for the last couple of weeks, we really executed.
I'm going to let you loose with these two greats of your club, but just quickly, from a pressure point of view, you've played this side, they've beaten you the last 3 times a particular way. Was it a focus to try and tackle them into submission, or did it just happen?
I mean, that's finals footy, isn't it? Watching the game last night, that's so much of what is important at this time of the year. But it's a fine balance between really putting pressure around the footy, but not having everyone condense and get too tight in that layer, and then allowing the ball to spill out. So it's a fine balance, but I felt like we executed that part of our game really well tonight.
You touched on the fact that you like to keep yourself really sound and prepare yourself for this time of year, Danger. I mean, you look dynamic. You looked at your best.
Well, I think it's for all our players, not just myself, but like the staff, the work that they put in, and we've got some older players, more experienced guys, I wouldn't say we're older, and they, you know, they plan out the year from the very beginning. Jack Martin's a great example, but I mean, Mark Blitzar's in the ruck tonight. The Swiss Army knife that he is, and that's sort of littered throughout our list with guys that are 30 plus, but really executing and playing well and feeling good at this time of year. It's one thing to, you know, put yourself in a position which you need to do for 23 rounds, but then this is really when the big stuff starts.
Paddy, the talk about coming into this final series where you guys, you had the easier run out of everybody. Was that a concern for you guys, or you just thought, we're okay?
Well, it's, you know, you can only control what you can control, right? So for us, it was improving our game from where it was probably 2 months ago, breaking it down into blocks of what the next 3 weeks is going to look like, what the next 3 weeks beyond that's going to look like. And that was sort of a, you know, 6-7 week snapshot for us as we head into the back of the year, knowing that, you know, other teams are in a different developmental phase than us, but we're going to play our game, you know, execute on the things that we do well, and understand there's going to be a really high level needed come September. And you know, it's a credit to Chris and all our coaches.
I want to touch on your versatility right across the board. So a great example of that is the ruck and how that played out for Geelong tonight. We saw De Koning, Blitzarves, Shannon Neal at times in the forward half. Can you talk us through, it's a bit of a way that Geelong just generally like to play anyway, with their versatility right across the board, but it's such a strength. We saw you spend some time in the midfield as well. So can you talk us through the versatility of your team and how much you champion that?
Well, I think it's a really big part of our game. Like, I'll be honest, I don't know I don't know really what Blitz's role is, because, you know, it's sort of on a need-to-know basis because he has so many, right? And the same with, you know, DK down back, who then spends some time through the middle, and the coaches will change that dynamic during the game. So sometimes we don't, you know, the players around the ball don't exactly know what's going on, but as long as those key pieces that are the change in that dynamic know, then, I mean, it wasn't perfect. We missed a couple of the, you know, with the 666, but if some of us are guessing, then the opposition should be more guessing.
A couple of little ones. The Cam Rayner situation, the 2 free kicks and the goal just prior to half-time. Were you across what was going on, and how was it dealt with early in this half-time?
No, to be honest, I wasn't across it, but Stewie's down there, so that's for him to manage, and a few of our older guys. So that's footy sometimes.
That's the free kick, first up. That's your first look at it. And then you'll see Cam Guthrie come charging in like a wild rhinoceros.
Bang.
And gives another one away.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fine balance. Are they there?
Good
Probably
answer.
not. But you've got to be mindful this time of the year, don't you? So, I mean, it's a learning thing for our players. Not sure they're exactly there, but he's a smart player, Cam Rayner. But I felt, for the most part, our guys won that duel.
You touched on Tommy Stewart before. His last month is back to the Tommy Stewart of who we know he's been. He's had a bit of a quieter year compared to what he has given out over the last 5 or 6 years. Yeah. But his last 5 weeks, he seems back.
Yeah, he's back to the best defender in the comp, in my opinion. And he's had that injury interruption with the medial, and he just couldn't get, string games together without it being sore. So that was a real balance for us, wanting to get games into him, but knowing he's a little underdone. But my word, yeah, the last month, I mean, he just controls that back half.
Hey, we're going to let you go because we know you're an old fella. You've got to go and recover. You did go down the race at some stage. Is there anything that you need to tell us about, or are you looking for a souvlaki?
I went to the bathroom twice, guys. As you get older, these things, you can't quite hold it in like you once could. So
trust me, it gets worse.
Couple of bathroom breaks for me.
And tell me, how much easier is it playing forward? I mean, Tom, he's taking your spot. Were you going to critique him while he's here?
Well, I had to fill in the weight class. When Tom went out, we needed to bring someone that's closer to 100 in, and it wasn't Jack Martin with his calves isn't exactly doing that. So I needed to bring in the extra weight.
You've got a few kilos to go before you do that, mate.
Hey, we love you.
I do, Tom.
we love you, but you're subbing you out for Bailey. So
you want to come in there, old boy? Yeah.
You got a question you want to ask Bailey before you go or not?
What's this?
Into the microphone, Patrick.
It's not ready for television.
No, it is. Have you mowed the lawns the last week?
I have, yeah. Spring, it's starting to go. It's not spring yet. Oh, it is now, isn't it? Yeah. So, no,
His edging, Gary, is... I was around there the other day. He's edging... It's horrendous. Like, well, it's one thing to mow the main paddock, but you don't put much effort in.
Yeah, whippersnipping. Yeah,
it's attention to detail, mate.
Footy for the next couple of weeks,
I'm going to leave you guys to it.
Thanks, brother.
Well, you got the week off. There's plenty of time to be spent on the mowing while the grass is growing.
Do the weed and feed. I've got all these weeds popping up and shit, so annoying. So it's good fun, though, mate. Honestly, so therapeutic being in the garden. So I planted about like 35 different trees over the past couple months.
This is on the acreage?
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's good fun. Yeah, just with me dogs.
How many acres have you got now?
Only 15, but it's good enough for me. Yeah, hard enough for me. So I'm enjoying it. So yeah.
Hey, what's it feel like? You've just played in a big final. You've guaranteed yourself a spot in a prelim. Footy's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's cliche, but like we've got another game to go. The job's not done. So just obviously enjoy it now for the next little half an hour, but then win a lot. So you got to do the same stuff on Monday, rock up and train. So just keep, we'll prepare for who we get. We don't know who we get till another week, don't we? Yep. Just try and get the body right, mind right, see a few of my mates over the weekend, and relax. That'll be about it.
What was said at half-time between you and Maxi Holmes? Because the two of you completely turned the game in that third quarter with the run and carry, your goals and all of those type of things. Do you talk to each other and go, we need the lift?
Yeah, a little bit, honestly. We do, running out, we say, they just can't go with us this second half. We just want to outwork them. Probably took us a while to work into the game. But, Holmes is a star. He's run and carry. No one can run with him so fast. And, we just know the longer the game goes, the more we're going to outrun teams. And that's something we aim to do. And, it just comes down to willpower by the end of it. So, And that pressure, we just had to ramp up our pressure. Try to turn them over. They're such good ball users through the middle. So we just tried to... mitigate that and make them go down the line.
So that was really interesting because it was almost like you invited Brisbane to use the middle at times tonight, and they were really attacking, probably more so than we've seen. So was that something you spoke about offering the opportunity to take a risk through there, and if you do, we'll turn it over and go back the other way? Yeah,
I think it's just having that teasing distance, making it look a bit like it's on, and then we just have the energy in our feet, be ready to come forward and defend, and trust the people coming in behind you. So if they end up getting one out the back, we're okay with that. We're just going to keep coming forward and really squeeze the game. So we got away with it, and I think it's a good formula moving forward for us.
Did you speak obviously through the week about their midfield, arguably one of the best midfields in the competition versus you guys? What was spoken about during the week?
Oh, I don't know. We just trust Austin Mullen to do his sort of job. He was on McCluggage and Mez, he was on Rayner. That was entertaining to watch, besides those two snags we gave away. But we've got so many good role players, so the more we can just keep doing what we need to do, we can just keep on going, I guess.
Hey, Baz, we're big fans. We love what you're doing. We've admired you, and your last couple of weeks have been big weeks. You've had a big impact on the footy landscape. So good luck in the coming weeks.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
To see you out and about. We're handing over to the main man here, who is embracing with this man, Bailey Smith, as he should. He's been an unbelievable pickup.
Yeah, happy. Yeah, I think we all are. I mean, it was, for a long time there, I thought it was, a super game. It sort of seemed like we've got to do our part, obviously, but it did look like two pretty good teams going at it.
51 tackles the first half. That's the most you've ever had. Was it a focus, or did it just unfold?
Yeah, it was a bit. I mean, the way that they moved the ball through the midfield, and obviously when they were down late, that went to another level. So if you sit off them a little bit, don't tackle well, they're going to carve you up. So, I mean, what was the result? In the end, it was pretty convincing, but they still seemed a threat for the whole game to me.
Ollie Dempsey just walked past, I should say. That was a big embrace just before. There was vision of you in the coach's box getting really excited when he kicked that goal. It would have been a tense environment at times, considering the free kicks that were given to Rayner throughout the night. How did you handle yourself with your coaching stuff in there?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get to the stage where the emotion is channeled towards good things. Yeah. And I think I've been like that most of the time, to be honest. Obviously, the Rayner free kicks, in the box, we were like, well, there's nothing we can do, so we should just move on. And I thought the players did a pretty good job of that as well. I mean, yeah, that's the
Ollie Dempsey
one.
You loved it.
Now, I was pretty... Yeah, there's a bit of an in-joke there as well, but with Ollie.
Right. You want to share it?
I'm not going to share it.
He could.
Mark O'Connor's job tonight. I know Rayner kicks 3 goals, but as you said, he got 2 give-me's. But his job tonight, and the amount of times they were going back and forth at each other, it was a great effort.
Yeah. I mean, I thought there were some good battles all over the ground. And, I mean, I was being literal and serious when I said pre-game. You could kind of throw a blanket over 6 or 7 of those mids in particular. I mean, I've got a little bit of a bias towards the Ashcroft boys because I know them, and but if you put work into them, the others get you. So we had to prioritise a bit, but without being too reactive as well. So that was the part I was most pleased with. Like Oisin Mullen in particular, he's such a good athlete that we'd be crazy not to try to use that offensively.
How good was that goal of Oisin's and seeing the players? Something that I must admit, through the night, that was something I missed about not being out there, but it was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's aware of it when you've got a player who hasn't kicked a goal. So the boys were up and about, we were up and about in the box. Really nice moment for him.
And the milestone man, Max Holmes, was absolutely sensational. Just his ability to be able to break lines, break the game open for you, put the ball in dangerous spots as we see Oisin's goal and the teammates come to him. But Max Holmes' game, you must be pleased and proud of what he's been able to produce tonight.
Yeah, I mean, every coach and club's a bit biased, and there are probably 20 guys that should have been in the All-Australian team that weren't. But, with maybe apologies to a couple of guys, it's only my opinion, like Max has been our best player through the home and away season. And so, he's really well prepared for this final series. It was a great start for him tonight, but I'm not exaggerating when I say, he has had a really special year.
You threw him to half-back too, so which we all love and admire. We look at it and we hear the stories. Chris is hard to coach against. So what factors do you take into account in where you deploy these players? So you've got at your disposal. So did you do it because he was a little quiet in the first half? Did you do it because you wanted some run-off half-back, or you wanted to shake a tag? I mean, what are the things that factor into that?
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret that, and I don't think it's rocket science, we try to maximise our best players' influence. I mean, there are some games, especially out here on the MCG with a bit more width, where getting him in a spot where he's a bit outside the congestion makes him a bit harder to stop. He's a good inside-to-out player. But when we also had a few other... I was really pleased, our coaching group was really pleased with the way the guys did mix and match a little bit. Bailey Smith and Max Holmes have had super years as on-ballers, but Tom Atkins is probably as important to them in there as well. But they're not a group that have to play on ball. When they do get shifted a little bit, they're one, willing, and two, embrace the idea that I'm pretty dangerous out on the wing or at halfback as well, which is nice.
Hey, we're going to let you go. Sorry. You've got other commitments. We appreciate it. You're always great with us. Your record continues to get better and better. So good luck. Have a week off, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Look forward to it.
Great stuff. Chris Scott, coach. Fantastic down here, the Cats, giving us great access. Let's head back up to Gerard and the boys.